Our teams have been very hard at work regarding the restoration. Our process started just after the hurricane on Monday, where we did our assessments. We found that the southern part of Grenada didn't have much damages, and we were able to connect a number of customers on Monday, working late into the night. So right now, where we are is that we have vast majority of the southern part of Grenada connected. We've been working both on the western, eastern side to get those areas back online. Last night we were able to connect Wharf and Victoria, and we have mainline power up to Nonpareil. And on the eastern side, we've been working, we've got Grenville online, and we have power up to Paradise. Yeah. So we have a fair amount of the system powered up. We've seen quite some damages on the northern side. Actually, right now we're working in the areas of Samaritan, and the intention is to work towards Sautez. We're looking at Sautez having power tomorrow, and we will also continue from Paradise into Conference. We're working up that way into Plains, northern part, Montridge, and we've seen some damages in those areas. So it will take some time. Our plan, expectation is that by the weekend, we'll have a substantial part of Grenada connected. As we go through this, we find that there are some customers, single customers, with their service line disconnected. So we will be attending to this. And there's some other areas which require some extensive work. We haven't forgotten. I know that I've forgotten them. I know that as we go through areas, we're getting calls of customers not being online. But it's just a case where some of these jobs, they require extensive work, and we try to get on as much customers as we can in the short term. But we will come back and ensure that every single customer is connected. Our crews have been working late into the night, into the early hours of the morning, and we will continue that. They're motivated and they're eager to get all our customers connected, which is our end goal. On Tuesday, we had a small team visit Carriacou, and the main aim of our mission was to make contact with staff. We wanted to find out the conditions of staff, what their needs were, how we could help them. Fortunately, our staff, they're in good stead. Majority of them suffered roofing damage and housing damages. So we'll be working with our staff on that, both in Carriacou and in Petit-Martinique. Petit-Martinique, same condition regarding housing and roofing conditions for our staff. Regarding the power plants on both islands, there are minor damages, mainly to the roofing on both islands. We're looking at doing some cleanup and some repairs, and getting power back on in the power plant as soon as we can. Looking at the outside plant, where we've got our distribution network, both in Carriacou and Petit-Martinique, it is in a very, very bad condition, devastated. We've got situations where we've got poles on the ground, transformers on the ground, wires, so poles are broken, leaned, bent. So there will be extensive work required on both islands to rebuild. We've started to put a plan in place because it will take a lot of effort to get both islands back in terms of the distribution system. We need to make sure we have all the resources and requirements. We'd have to have additional crews up on both islands. We're talking to Grenlec for overseas assistance, so that has to be coordinated. We need to make sure that there is accommodation, food, water, temporary electricity to the facilities. There's other equipment, transport, materials, transformers that we would have to coordinate. So all of this is in progress, and we're going to be starting on both islands in due course.